He woke up drenched in blood. His twin sister wasn't breathing. The knife was in his hand, and the first words he said were, "I thought I was dreaming." No fight, no anger, no reason, just one terrible mystery. How could a brother kill the person he loved most in his sleep? In 2021, 17-year-old Benjamin Elliott from Texas stabbed his twin sister Meghan to death in her bedroom. Moments later, he called 911 crying, saying, "I think I killed my sister. I thought I was dreaming." That single sentence changed everything. Could someone really kill while asleep? Was Benjamin lying or trapped in a nightmare he couldn't wake from? If he didn't mean it, who do we blame? And how does a family ever recover from something like this? When police arrived, Benjamin was covered in blood and shaking. There was no sign of a fight, no history of violence, no motive at all. Meghan had been asleep in her bed. Benjamin had no memory of taking a knife or walking into her room. The 911 call was painful to hear. His voice broke again and again. He said, "I didn't mean to do it. I thought I was dreaming. Please help her." Detectives were stunned. How could anyone believe this? A brother stabbing his sister and saying he was asleep the entire time. But doctors said it might be possible. Benjamin's lawyers claimed he suffered from parasomnia, a serious sleepwalking disorder. It's a condition where people can move, talk, and even act out complex behaviors while their mind stays completely asleep. A sleep specialist studied Benjamin's brain activity. The results were shocking. Benjamin could fall into deep, slow-wave sleep in only 11 minutes. One of the main triggers of sleepwalking. His family also had a history of sleep problems. Even his phone records told a strange story. He used his phone until just after 4 a.m., then went completely silent for 24 minutes. Right after that, he called 911 in panic. His defense said those 24 minutes were when he was sleepwalking, but the prosecutors saw things differently. They said this wasn't a dream, this was murder. They argued that Benjamin's actions needed awareness. He took a knife from the kitchen, walked upstairs, entered his sister's room, and stabbed her twice. One wound was deep enough to cut through a major artery. They also questioned how he could describe what happened if he was asleep. Sleepwalkers don't remember stabbing people, but Benjamin did recall flashes of the attack. Prosecutors told the jury he wasn't dreaming. He was awake, and he made a choice. The defense replied, he never woke up. It wasn't a choice. It was a medical tragedy. For months, the courtroom became a war between science and law, between what's possible and what's believable. But while experts debated, one thing was clear. 2 lives were already destroyed. Meghan, a kind and bright teenager, lost her future, and Benjamin, if telling the truth, became a prisoner of his own mind. In February 2025, the jury gave their verdict. Benjamin Elliott was found guilty of felony murder. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison and will be eligible for parole in 2032. Even now, he says he didn't mean it, that he loved his sister more than anything, and that when he woke up, his nightmare had already come true. But the questions won't die. Can someone really kill in their sleep? When the mind shuts down, but the body keeps moving, who's responsible? If it was truly a dream, how do you forgive something that took a life? Some say Benjamin was a murderer. Others say he was another victim of his own brain. Whatever the truth, this story reminds us how fragile the line is between dreams and reality, between innocence and guilt, between life and something darker. If this story shocked you, hit that like button, not for the tragedy, but for awareness, because sleep disorders are real, and sometimes they turn deadly. And if you want more true stories that make you question what's real, subscribe now and turn on the bell so you never miss the next mystery that blurs the line between mind and madness. This is the story of Benjamin and Meghan Elliott, a nightmare no one ever woke up from.